Okay, Jose, your time to shine.
Yeah, you make me nervous with that, like your time to shine. Demo effect. Okay, so we have this case right now. Let me share my screen. Is this one. So one of our customers gave us a call and said, like, okay, I want to use one of your products, but I want to use it in Xamarin, and I want to use SAF security framework. So I was thinking, well, now we need to make an example for that. So basically what I did is I have that open here. First, I went to the repository from Developer Express. And if you have the time, check this example. I mean, it will include basically everything that we're talking about today. And thanks, Dennis, for making that, because you saved me a lot of time for making my example already. So basically what I did here is like, I downloaded this repository and I mix and match, right? So from this repository, what I needed was in the XPO folder. So I needed the web API web service and basically the Xamarin solution. So I put that together in a different solution that had only that uh, in place. So this is what we have at the moment. We have the Xamarin Forms application, which are these three projects. This is like the equivalent to the agnostic module in XAF, which is the application project in Xamarin. So basically what we did here is we have a SAF normal SAF application. In this case, it's a Windows Forms application. I'm going to run it first time so you can see what I'm doing. And by the way, this example is actually an example for our synchronization framework. So I will show that actually in the middle. So the idea is like this. We created our custom providers because the customer wanted to work offline in Xamarin using the security system from SAF. So the requirement was like um, a little bit extend, I would say. So let's run this first. And let me show you the part that I changed. In here, I only changed one line. I registered or sync data store provider, and I changed the connection string. And that's it. So basically, this application will create some uh, additional database to save the difference on the data. So let me close all of this. And let's run this for the first time. Okay, so let's log in as admin. This will take some time because it's creating the database for the first time. So let's wait for it. Ah, I changed the password. I forgot this one. Okay, so this data was created by the updater. So this code is basically here. One sec. So basically, they inject the data during the creation of the database. And also they created the first role and the first user and so on and so forth, right? So now what we needed to do for this customer is that we need to move all of this to Xamarin, basically. So, but they wanted to work offline. So that was another characteristic. So first, let's go and check the databases. Let me refresh this. And this list is huge because we have a lot of examples. So basically, we're connecting to this database. So this is a normal database that will be created by SAF or XPO. But then we have our additional database, that is the Delta databases. Those are the difference in how the transactions were created. So here we have a little bit of basically some system tables for us. And basically we have something that is called the deltas. That is everything that was created for each transaction in general. You will not see anything here because these are is binary data, but in general, we are tracking whatever is happening on the XAF application and we're saving it as deltas. So after that, what we needed to do is, well, move everything to Xamarin, right? Or be able to access this in Xamarin. So for that, what we did is we take the Web API project that they have, and we just modified it a little bit. So at the beginning, what we did is we registered our provider again because they wanted to use this functionality offline. So after that, basically, we modified the startup. So everything else here is like normal, I will say like XPO code. And this is how you actually include um, XPO in a web API application from .NET Core. So basically to add our functionality of offline synchronization to be able to use a security system in Xamarin, what we did is we have a few extensions. So it's only 3 lines to implement, 4 lines if you count the registration of the provider. But beside that, it's like really, really simple. So with this project, you will get this controller, the XPO controller. So this is basically how your Xamarin application will communicate back to your SAF application. So in this case, if you're using this controller, it will happen online completely. It will be you will be requesting everything to the server, right? So to do the scenario that the customer wanted, we included the sync controller. So basically, you don't have to do anything here. I just did the overrides to show that you can override some part of the controller. But in general, you just need to add a controller and inherit it from sync controller base. So now that we have that, we can use the security system and basically all data model in the Xamarin application. This I will show it like really quick because I don't want to repeat whatever Javier said, because the implementation of the security system is basically agnostic. The same lines that you will do for console is the same lines that you will do for Xamarin and that you will do for any other platform. So in general here, all the data access is encapsulated in this file, the XPO helper file. And if you have been working with XPO for a long time, as I do, um, I remember that the first appearance of this class was in how to use XPO in .NET in web forms. So basically, the implementation is a static class that will provide you a unit of work in the end. So the implementation for the security system is basically in the constructor. So first, you need to register the entities. Um, then you need to initialize the security, basically by telling it which type of user you will use, which type of authentication you will use, and which type of role you will use. And after that, you just need to create an object space provider, a secure object space provider. The trick is that if you want to be able to filter your data according to the security system, for example, if you don't have permission in one type, you want to exclude it. So you need to use the secure object space provider in general. So let's run this. And what I want to show you is the functionality that is offline somehow. So for that, I will start an ngrok tunnel because I have some small problems like connecting to my local host. Okay, so let's wait a little bit for this. Just 1 sec. Sorry for that, guys. Just let me run this as an administrator because otherwise I cannot download the file. So 1 sec. So let me open this one. Okay, so let's try to start nrock right now. So let me check if it's running as admin. I guess it should. Yeah. So nrock. So basically this will make my local host available through the internet, and I'm going to use that to connect from the emulator. So let me copy this address. And basically what I will do is take this and go to the XPO helper here in the core. No, I will not put it there. It's in the login view model. So it's here. So here in their example, they are connecting to the original provider, which is the one that is in this controller, the XPO controller. But in this case, we're going to do it in a different way. We're going to do it through the sync framework. So what we're going to do is come here and replace it. I have added a different init method for this. So let me put this here. And let's run this. So let's do multiple startup. And we want to start the API and then the Android application. So let's run this. And let's pray to the demo gods that nothing will explode here. So let's wait a little bit for this to build. So, okay, it's almost done. We have the API running, and then we have the emulator. So let's wait a little bit for this to finish loading, and let's start using XPO and the data created by the XAF application in the Xamarin application, but it will be offline actually. Okay, so this is running at the moment, so let me show you. Currently, I have an internet connection in the emulator. So what I will do is I will sync. Right now, it's taking all the deltas and the information that we got from the XAF application. So now synchronization is done. So basically what I will do is I can put this in flight mode. And yeah, flight mode, there you go. And then basically we can use at the moment XPO, like the security system from XAF in Xamarin. So I will log in as an admin. And the password is 1. Okay, so I'm working locally. And for example, let's take a look to this person, Aaron Borman. So his department is sales and marketing. What I will do is I will do a change. I will change it to SEO and save it. So then let's edit this person and let's change the name to SAF and save it. And then Albert Walker, I'm going to delete it basically. So everything right now is working locally because the the emulator is in flight mode, so there's no connection to the internet at the moment. Okay, so what I will do is, let me stop this, and I will start the XAF application at the same time. So let's come here and start the XAF application. So we will see that every change that I do, I can just get it from the mobile application to the XAF application. And all of that is going through the security system, basically. So let's wait a little bit for this to load. Now it needs to load 3 different applications. Okay, login as admin, 1. And okay, so this is connected directly to the database. This is connected through the API to the Sim framework. And at the moment, if I do refresh, nothing have changed. Here, everything is still the same. But if I'm going to log in first, admin, and 1. So as you remember, we changed Aaron to SEO, and we changed the name of Abigail to SAF. So here we don't have those changes at the moment. This is in flight mode, so everything is working locally. So if I put it back online and I push the changes, now everything will reflect here. If I refresh this, one person will be gone because I deleted. I think I remember it was I think one of these, but let's see how the list view change. So let's refresh this. So see, Aaron is SEO now, and Abigail, the name changed to SAF. So everything is working basically offline, and we have the ability to use the security system in a Xamarin application. So basically, I'm going to do another changes here. I'm going to set this offline again. And this Alfred, we're going to change it to Alfred Dennis and save it. So at the moment, we have the change here. In here, nothing have changed. Everything is working locally. But if I turn this application back online and I pull the changes, then if I refresh, see, Alfred now is Dennis. So basically, with this example, you can get everything that is great from XPO and the security system and move it to Xamarin. And actually, you can use it that online and offline. The online part is part of the Developer Express APIs. We also did have something like that, the XPO Web API. A lot of people use it here. So basically, it's the same idea. And this example, you can basically work with it online and offline. So regarding the code that is implemented, I will not talk that much about it, but I think that we will make this example public for everyone to use. And basically, the file that you need to go and take a look is the XPO helper. Because I will not talk about this because we will say the same in every example that we do. So that was it for this demo, for the synchronization demo with the security system and XAF and Xamarin. If anyone have any questions, just write it in the chat, or you can contact us later. We will have the contact information in the description of the video when we finish.